In this video, I'm going to be telling you about some of the screw-ups that I make and continue to make. A couple of days ago, if you remember, we were using some sort of very suspect looking pumping system to pump the garnet out of this water jet cutter and into this tank. Now I left that video with it sort of, we thought it was going to work and it should have worked okay, and it turns out it worked pretty well. I think for 2¼ hours pumping, we got, I don't know, I estimate somewhere between 1 and 200 kilograms of garnet out of there. We only need about 50 kilograms for that, for it to be effective, because basically we've got to pump out more garnet out of here as the machine's cutting. We've got to pump out more into here than is filling up in there, and this fills up in here at around about 20 kilograms an hour, so it's about 40 pounds per hour, and so we're doing a multiple of that. So this new pumping system it should work really well. I was going to show you the pump again in case you forgot what the setup was, but if you look back on a couple of, in fact, I'll show you what the pump was right now. We got duct tape everywhere. Might have to lower this pipe down. So there's the system, and it works. So we're gonna, maybe do a bit of a better setup, get a few things sorted, make the tank easier to change. But yeah, it's amazing that that actually works. So that's pretty cool. Now this may shock you, but I'm not perfect. Seriously, hear me out. We're in the middle of fulfilling the titanium mechanical pencil project. I've shipped out a handful of orders so far. These are sort of people who won prizes. I did some competitions many months ago, earlier in the year, late last year, and a couple other people I said I'd give prototypes to, that kind of thing. So there's a handful of people, and so the main Kickstarter rewards haven't shipped yet, but I've had some feedback already that the tips of the pencil aren't quite straight. Now, they are straight, it's just the way I grind them, because I grind them by hand. They look squint, but obviously, they're perfectly central, like down to like 1/1000 of a millimeter. They are correct, I know that. It's just the way they were ground, so I need to adjust how I grind them, just for aesthetics. So I've screwed that up, and so I'm fixing that now. I've got like 200 that are packed through there. I'm going to open them all back up. I'm going to redo them for aesthetics, because obviously people have issues with them, and that makes sense because I know how they're made. I know that this is just a visual thing, a very small, subtle visual thing. I'll try and show you in the next day or two. I just not set up to show you right now. Not only that, but some of them, truthfully, when I was grinding the tips of them, some of them have a little bit of like a burn mark on them when you look closely. And you know what? I don't know why I never picked up on it. Like I saw it, but my brain just didn't register. So I still screw things up. It's amazing. I really still screw these things up. I mean, what do they call that? Cognitive dissonance? Where you know you should be doing one thing, but you're kind of not. I don't know. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the functioning of it and making sure that these pencils function the way they're designed to. Because when you're processing 400, 500, 600 of them, it's so easy for a certain number to not function how you want. It's easy to lose sight of little visual things where my brain goes, oh, at least it's functioning, there we go, that's all that matters. And forget that, the aesthetics are a big part of it. And, I still have to keep checking myself for that. Or should I say, I still have to pay the price for customers receiving stuff and then tell me that I've not done a good job. That's essentially what's happening, and I'm glad of it. I'm happy it's happening, and it continues to happen, and it makes what I do now better and better in the long run. So yes, there's an extra like 2 days work of taking stuff apart, redoing it and whatnot, but that's good. Like, that's what I want to happen. And I'm concerned that people get something, they're disappointed with it, but I keep in my mind that I offer like a lifetime guarantee, like for any reason, for whether it's breaking or you just suddenly don't like the pencil, pen, tweezers, whatever. If you want your money back, I'll give you your money back, including your postage, whatever. So I make sure I offer that, and that's like the best I can do, kind of thing. So yeah. I was thinking about the sort of what I was telling you earlier about sort of the titanium mechanical pencils and how it kind of screw them up and I have to go over them again to fix them. And when I think back, I think I screw almost everything up. I really do. The titanium pens, the caps get loose after a while on some of them, like a small percentage, and so I'm even now having to replace some of those. You know, I mean, I won't hide that fact. It's just, it is what it is. Most are good, like they're all good now, and most are good from the Kickstarter project I did. But there were some issues, and there were some issues with the refilling as well. The ink refills would rattle inside. The Tybiner project, which was the titanium carabiners with a little spring clip, I didn't cut them as good quality as I should have on the inside, and I had to change that. I'm trying to think of some other ones. The Hankey project was fine actually. However, what happened with the Hankey project is the shipping went to hell. After 2 years of consistently good shipping, it suddenly took like 3 months to get to Australia. Australia's only a 4-hour flight. I don't know what was going on, I still don't. I never used that shipping method again. I had to change how I did things. But yeah, it's kind of like, these screw-ups seem to happen less and less, but it still seems like impossible. But I think it makes sense, you know, I'm pushing boundaries, I'm trying new things. So, you know, it's all good. I always try to stick by, you know, like supporting people who purchase and things like that. So I try to make sure that I support whatever I do. That way, there really is never any risk apart from sort of your time investment, anything like that. Certainly no monetary risk, because you'll always get a refund if you ever have any issues with some of my titanium products. I'm actually really motivated about doing videos again. I've had a few comments recently, and I'm really like, I didn't realise people were watching them every day and were looking forward to watching it. And I mean, I could see the viewers, you know, 70, 80 views a day, but there's a sort of disconnect in my mind that people actually wanted to watch what I was doing. So that's pretty awesome, and it really does help when I get feedback like that. Long may the videos continue. But it's great that people can feel they can. Yes, I'm doing another video. Lordy B. Wheesht! Shh! Quiet! Ah.